Welcome to the Your Energy First podcast, where we help you explore and better understand your intuition and spiritual gifts so that you can apply them to your day-to-day for your most purposeful and abundant life. How do you take care of your own energy, your own aura, when you're sensing someone else's energy? Everybody's empathic. Some people are a little bit more sensitive than others. We're all built a little bit differently, which is really nice. But what do you do when you're having one of those moments and you're like, gosh, I'm feeling someone else's energy and I don't want it to be? This is where your inner power or your inner light comes through to help you. Not only is your inner light going to come through to help you, it's going to benefit both you and the individual and to create a boundary. It's like a beautiful trifecta, all with one action from yourself. So first things first, when you are noticing someone's energy, that's the first step. Really good job there. I think that part is actually heavily underestimated. The fact that your intuition, that you are consciously picking up on this, is actually a really cool thing. You're like, oh, okay, I'm picking up on someone's energy, not in the best way here, or maybe it is in a good way. You're like, okay, so that's step one. You recognize it. Awesome. Step two is going to your inner light and your inner wisdom, saying, is this good or is this not good for me? One of the things we want to remember about energy is anything neutral and below is actually negative. Anything that's of the light means it's of integrity for everyone involved and will feel good very naturally. Anything that feels neutral or not good, we all want to consider not well enough for ourselves in that time and let your inner light handle it for you on your behalf. That part's very imperative. So now taking a moment and saying, okay, inner light, I'm sensing this person's energy, or I'm sensing a energy. What would you have me know about it? Is this energy for my greater good or not? And you're going to intuitively feel like, oh, it feels really good. Yeah, no question. You're probably going to feel this as soon as you start asking or even before. Or it's going to be like, something's off, or this is not good. Don't run. Just run to your inner light. So then you go to your inner light and say, okay, if it's good, well, inner light, what would you have me know or understand about this experience for the highest good? So what you're saying is you're not tapping into the other person's energy. That would be out of alignment and out of integrity. You're actually saying, okay, so what's going on here? Inner wisdom, what do I need to know? And your inner light is going to give you information that doesn't cross any boundaries of the other individual. It's just going to say, oh, here you go. This is what this is about. You've just met a really awesome person, a kindred soul spirit, right? And keep chatting. See what else you guys are interested in together. Or, hey, you've been thinking about going to this show or this exhibit or doing XYZ. Maybe they want to go with you. Maybe you just start to slowly get these little intuitive nudges and intuitive hits. And you're like, well, I just met this person, but hey, you want to go to the art exhibit? And they're like, yeah, okay. They're like, I want to go too. And okay. The other, or collaborations, that happens a lot in my work. My line of work is I'll meet someone, all of a sudden I have this big call to a collaboration with them. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm familiar with that feeling now. The other thing is when it comes to a negative energy. So being aware of negative energy is your power. If we go to the grocery store, we know that packaged processed foods are negative on our system. We know that natural, unprocessed, whole foods are good for our system. So it's the knowledge that makes you powerful. And you're in your inner light and universal law of energy, the light precedes all, the light always wins. So when you're in your inner light, you don't have to worry about the negative energy having a negative impact on you. It's simply giving you information. So as it's giving you this information, you say, okay, well, inner light, please run divine clearing and protective energy for me right now. That's number one, because we just want to make sure your energy is good and shored up, right? So you've done that, and then you're going to say, okay, what do I need to know about this neutral or negative energy for the highest good? Again, being considerate of the whole situation. And your energy is going to say, you know what? You just needed to clear it and move on. You just need to clear that person's energy from your field. They didn't have boundaries. We don't need to get into that. It's none of our business. The more integrity you have, the more of your spiritual gifts elevate. Go to yourself and say, okay, that's fine. So please clear and shore up my energy. And then maybe you want to ask your inner light, your inner wisdom. So is it for my highest good that I just don't engage with this person moving forward? And maybe your inner wisdom says, you know what, they're just having a bad day. Again, we're not getting into, well, why? What's going on? That's none of your business. That's none of our business. We're just like, oh, okay, so it's just a day that they're having. Or maybe your inner light says, you know what, this person is bad news. And we don't, again, need to know why they're bad news. It's none of our business. You've got better things to focus on. You're creating an incredible, abundant life for yourself. Ain't got no time for that other stuff. You're like, oh, thank you so much for telling me. Great, good to know. Moving on. So notice how you go and you work with your inner light in layers with this. So now, once you have the information and you can feel it's kind of done, it's complete in sharing anything with you, okay, please clear and ground my energy. Thank you for sharing this with me. I appreciate it. Remember, when we're thanking our inner light, we're thanking your higher self, source power, spirit team, your spirit, which is the activation of source energy. So you are creating with you and all of these other incredible forces here to create incredible change in our world. And as you practice this, these steps that I just walked you through, it does become easier and easier. You will find your flow. You're also going to find that if your ego ever crosses the path where it's like, well, I want to know what's going on with them, or why are they acting this way, or what is that? You will become more tired. You will become more drained because your consciousness, your sweet ego consciousness, that which is the hurt part of you, has decided to cross that boundary. And so the light says, okay, you've crossed that. And don't worry, everybody does this at some point until they learn better. So don't feel bad. Be like, oh, now I know better. Now I don't have to feel drained. But your energy will feel drained. And it won't be as fulfilling as an experience as you staying in alignment with your energy. Believe me, it's a beautiful, powerful place to know your light and know your truth and know your guidance and not worry about the rest. Thank you for being here. Be sure to click subscribe and share this channel with other people you want to engage with more topics like this on. Let me know in the comments what you thought of this and how it worked for you.